these rich stone paper. It's time for the twerkulate. It's time for the twerkulate. It's time for the twerkulate. This is the moment that you all have been waiting for.
Hey, your mama on the beat.
I ain't gotta get for no tennis bracelet. I need 20 bands for an anklet. He gave me heat, now I got protect. These only want that cause they
time I'm calling. She say she gon' call me back. I told her call me Rocky. She say she not gon' call me that.
Hey you guys, it's your girl Maya. If you're reading the title, you're like, girl, what? But we're gonna get into it, okay? If you don't know, my name is Zamaya, aka Maya. I sit down here and I make videos about life, education, advice, vlogs, all that. In today's video, we're actually doing a story time, okay? We're doing a story time on how I got scammed 2 times by the same person. But it's fine, it's fine. Let's just start off by saying this. I was a part of a team of people. I didn't know it was a scam, okay, until I just recently left. Like, I just recently found this out, and then I left like as soon as I found, not as soon as I found out, but like a couple of days after. But I'm gonna get into that too. So it's gonna be a long one, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I was a part of this influencer team ran by this guy. We're gonna call him Dinosaur. So Dinosaur, if you go on Dinosaur's Instagram, Dinosaur has 36,000. Let me go on my burner account and show y'all exactly how many followers he has. This man's really just bought 2,000 more followers since the last time I checked. Okay, so Dinosaur has 38,000.3 thousand followers on his Instagram. So it's like, okay, he has 34,000 more than I do because I just recently hit 4K. Thank you guys, keep on following my Instagram. Anyway, yeah, so he has that many followers and he's claiming to help people grow their social media and help them like get a big following or even bigger following than he has on Instagram. So keep that in mind. I'm just looking at the follower count. That way I got into this whole team is the reason why I didn't really want to question him, because his follower count was like the icing on the cake. So let me get into this real quick. So if you don't know, now you know, I am an entrepreneur and I have my own business, and one of my friends, I'm not gonna drop her name because she wasn't a part of it. One of my friends was in this group like before I was, so she invited me into the group. So we kind of get where the scam part is coming in at, but she didn't know about it, so bless her heart. She was just doing what she was just doing. She just invited me in because the way that the team was advertising themselves was like they're trying to find young entrepreneurs and young people who just want to, you know, make money and grow their social medias and like grow their business social medias and all that. And I'm like, okay, cool, I'm down. She gets me to join along with this other girl that I know that was also on the team before me. Like, she was like, the other girl was like my friends up. You get what I'm saying? So I got in with those two and we was real cool. They was real cool. Both of them didn't have nothing to do with it, as I said. Both of them didn't have anything to do with the scam part. But you know, everything was real cool. We was just in the group chat on Telegram. Honey, I'm telling you right now, if somebody tell you to download Telegram and be in the chat, just don't do it, because that's just a whole bunch of waste of time. So yeah, they told me to get in the group chat. We got in the group chat. I introduced myself to the CEO of the team, Dinosaur, and yeah, everything was cool. Everything was dandy. I introduced myself to the team and they started following my social medias and stuff. So I gained about like a good 60 followers on like my main Instagram. To get on the team, when I first joined, you had to pay $99 towards Epic Trading. Now, if you don't know what Epic Trading is a platform that you can use to learn about Forex and like be in that whole MLM thing. So it's like IM Academy. Hold on now. I'm smart, okay? I'm very well versed in pyramid schemes and all that. I've had my fair share, okay? So the way they advertise it, they're like, oh, we just do our payments through this so that you can earn the commission, but you don't have to do the Forex part of it. So I'm like, okay, you know, because I really wasn't into really doing Forex. I mean, I was interested because I wanted to really see how it worked, but I was like, I'm gonna just do it, and like if I want to end up learning it, then I'll just hop on the learning train or whatever. But I just signed up because I wanted to be an influencer and I wanted to grow my Instagrams and my social media in general. I actually paid like $40, I think, because the girl who was my ups up, she paid like $50. No, she paid like $30 and I paid $60, I believe. I hate to be on here trying to expose people and not have the facts, but I know she paid a portion, she paid a smaller portion and I paid a bigger portion. That's the one thing I cannot lie about. That's one thing I know that's fact. But yeah, because she was just like, she really wanted me to get on the team and all that. So I was like, okay. At the time, the commission went, because we were doing it through Epic Trading, was that you get 3 people to sign up for $99 and you don't have to pay the monthly $99 because this is a subscription. So it's just $99 every month. So if you get 3 people under you to pay $99, then you don't have to pay the subscription every month. Once you reach like 10, I'll put the payment thing over here. Let me look it up real quick. Now I'm gonna say this right now, this is nothing against Epic Trading at all, because I really didn't work with them like that. As I said, I was just doing like the influencer part of it and then just kind of earning commission through the Epic Trading program. Okay, so just kind of looking at the compensation plan real quick. As I said, if you get 3 personally referred scholars, then you don't have to pay the monthly pay. If you get 12 people under you, then that is $150 weekly, which is $600 monthly. So you don't get paid for anybody. You don't get paid for those 3 people you bring in, or the 7 people you bring in, or the 10 people. You gotta bring in $12 in order for them to keep on paying you. I never met any of those ranks. It's so hard because the audience that I had to advertise to, I guess I would say, is people my age, and not every. You see how I had to sign up. I had to sign up for a portion of it, and then my up had to pay like not most, but like a little under half of mine. So it was hard getting people. So I'm gonna get into like the whole changing of the whole commission thing, but that's how it was for like the first month I was in the team. And I'm not gonna say like the name of the team and all that. If you go on my Instagram and if you go to IGTV, because I took this kind of off my main profile grid, but if you go to my Instagram and you go to IGTV, because I don't want them to try to report this video, then you will literally see the people who I'm talking about, because they commented all the names and stuff. So we're doing that for like a good month, and then I'm freaking out because I just, me and my up, which is my friend, like my friend before this in real life, me and my up were like, we cannot pay this $99 coming up. If I couldn't pay the first time, I cannot pay it the second time, bro. So we over here scribbling, scrambling, trying to find people, getting people on the phone with our up so they can talk more about the team and all that, and trying to convince people like, oh, it's a good team and it's a good opportunity, you can make money, yada yada yada. I made a tic-tac, okay? I'm gonna show the tic-tac. I made a tic-tac and I deleted it off my TikTok because, oh, I did not delete all that stuff off my TikTok. I need to go back and do that. Oh, here's one. This one got 17.5K, and I'm about to delete it right now.
Reasons you should join my team.
Hey, feel that heart break.
Yeah, so basically I just made TikToks like that all the time, and it would get like 17K. I think the first one I made, we got like 32,000. People still comment on those to like this day, like, oh, I want to do it, and I'm like so basically I made all those TikToks. If you probably even saw it, I'm not gonna lie to you. Mind you, I'm making this stuff during Christmas break. So I'm busting because I joined this team at like the end of November. So I'm busting my behind during my Christmas break. While I'm literally at my grandma's house, mind you, I'm supposed to be hanging out with my grandma, hanging out with family, but I'm in the room with my freaking composition book, trying to write down people's names and usernames and answers and this, that, and the third. I was busting my behind for this team. Mind you, I'm not even making any money. I'm not making no guap, no pesos, no dinero, no dollars, no Canadian dollars. I'm not making no money, no yen, nothing. Not a British pound, honey. So I complained to Dinosaur. And I was like, Dinosaur, bro, I feel like quitting the team because I can't pay this 99 and I'm getting all these views and all these people interested, but as soon as they get in, they're like, oh, I don't know, I can't pay this much. He's like, all right, just keep working and then we'll see what we can do. And I was like, okay. Like I really, during this time, you can ask Maya, how was Amaya during this time period? Amaya was ready to quit. When I was talking to Dinosaur, that's when he kind of gave me my first company promotion. Now, let me talk about these Telegram group chats with an S. I left all the group chats by now, of course, but if you don't know now, you know, Telegram is, I'm not gonna lie, it's like a WhatsApp for scammers. Like, it's like the group chat medium for scammers. Like, y'all don't be on iMessage, y'all don't be on GroupMe, they be on Telegram. So if anybody tell you to download Telegram to join some group, don't join it. Just try to get a 9-to-5, sweetie. It was like 500 group chats, and this man kept on changing the name of the group chats throughout the whole time that I was in the team, from November until the names of every group chat we had done deleted, the group chats deleted, the names changed 500 times. Like, I kid you not, I'm not even trying to stress it. Like, it was just too much. It was too much changing up. And on Telegram, you can, like, if you're the like admin of the group chat or whatever, you can close the group chat so where nobody can talk, or you can just send messages. And it was just too much going on. It was too much going on. Mind you, now I'm like back in school time frame, so it's like I don't have time to be texting these group chats. One of them had like 1,500 people in it, even though all 1,500 didn't text, but it was still a lot of people that would text in there, like maybe 50, 60 a day. It was like another group chat that kept on getting deleted. Then they had the CEO group chat, which I was placed in when I started getting like big numbers on my TikToks, and a lot of people started coming to me off Instagram and stuff like that. So we have all these group chats going on. He keeps on deleting group chats, changing up the names, closing them, opening them. So as I was saying, he boosted me up in the company when I started to feel like I wanted to leave. He was like, okay, I'm gonna make you a leader in the team and you can start hosting calls. Let's get into these calls real quick after this spill. One of the group chats was kind of like almost always closed from chatting from like everybody in the group chat, if you get what I'm saying. And I think that was like the group chat with 1,500 people. And he was like, okay, you and the other top influencers, that's another topic too, but you and the other top influencers in the company can text in this chat and give motivation and send quotes and send tips about growing on social media and yada yada yada. I was like, okay, that was enough for me to stay. After that, like maybe a few days, maybe a week after that is when Dinosaur switched from using the Epic trading thing to do all the commission and stuff to going through his own website. He has his own website. It has restricted members only areas. It has a store on there, which is another part we gotta get to. You see, this is a lot. It's too much. It has a store on there. It has videos about him, who he is, a 4-time All-American from the University of... I was like, okay, like, I'm gonna stay in here a little bit, you know. Do a little texting, a little motivating, you know, host some calls. First of all, let's get into the top influencer competition. Okay, hold on. Hi. Okay, I just want to hop in here real quick before y'all jump off the video because viewer retention is low nowadays, child. But I do want to pop in here and say, if you go in my description box down below, you can go and join my GroupMe for people who are... It's kind of like the same thing as Team I Am, but it's not, because you don't have to pay for anything. It's not no group where you can make money and this, that, and the third. It's literally just going to be a group of people who just want to motivate other people, who want to help promote other people and whatever they're trying to do. If you're having a business, if you have a YouTube channel, if you're just a person who just likes to be motivated, because, you know, we're kind of going through this last part of school, honey, and it's tough. Times is rough. So if you just want to join this group chat, it's called Hustle Up. Basically, we're just going to be helping each other. You can promote yourself in there, all that. I'm pretty sure GroupMe doesn't have a cap on how many people you can have in a GroupMe, but yeah, y'all go ahead and join that, and the link is going to be down below. There's this thing called top influencers within the team, within like the whole team, you get what I'm saying, within the whole organization. So that's basically where he like picks the top influencers, because of course the whole team was about like growing as an influencer and stuff. So he was basing it off of like CEO ability, like leadership qualities, basically what you posted this week or whatever. So yeah, it was basically like the top influencers were basically like a group, and he would just change up too much. Like no actual company changes up that much. When I first got on the team, there were like three main top influencers. Let me tell you right now, the person who was always the #1 influencer was this girl named Alex Russo, is what we're gonna call her. So basically Alex Russo was always #1. There was this dude from Germany or whatever, and that was something that he will always use too, to be like, oh, the team is worldwide, you only touch Germany in like one place in Africa, and they don't even be active. Like what? Because they're in a whole different time zone. Anyway, he would never cater to the international people. He only catered to the international people like one time, and that was it. But anyway, Alex Russo was #1. German guy was #2. No, it was like German guy, they like fluctuated sometimes, but he was just trying to do that just to kind of make it seem like stuff was changing when it wasn't, because it was the same 3 people. So it was Alex Russo, German guy, and it was Alex Russo's ex, and we're gonna call him Irving. It was basically always them top 3 people. It was just one other girl that was like in the top, but she just kind of dropped off the face of the earth after like the week I joined, and I was like, oh, okay. So she kind of got replaced by Irving. They have those people who was always at the top 3, and then the German guy kind of just dropped. He didn't drop from the team, but he just didn't participate anymore, like in the chat or in the Zoom calls or anything. So that's when it changed to like me being #1, because my TikToks were getting like 20K, 30K, all that. I was actually really growing on social media, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's one thing I will say about this group. It was that the education was good, but only for like, it only worked for like a good month, because after that you realize that Dinosaur kept on saying the same things over and over and over. So basically that's when when I started complaining, that's when he made me like, when he made me #1 influencer. And then I kind of stayed in the top influencer squad until I left, just because he would really just never look at anybody else to try to put them up there until like other new people came in and they was really pushing it, you know what I'm saying? Irving kind of dropped off the face of the earth too, but I don't really know what was up with that, because as soon as he texted one time in the group chat, he came back into the top 3, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say that they were all in the ring together, because it's really not just Dinosaur. It was like other people who were scamming with him. And let me pause this now and come right back. Okay, so it wasn't just Dinosaur, it was Dinosaur and a ring of people, okay? Basically, a little background on Dinosaur. As I said, Dinosaur is a 4-time All-American in track in the long jump category. I'm not gonna say his university name because y'all could probably look that up. But as I said, if you look on my Instagram IGTV, you will see all that you need to see. Okay, you know, he has like the 38,000 followers now on Instagram. Don't know where that came from. Maybe from followers plus. Anyway, so and he also trades as a side hustle, I guess. As I said, I wasn't really into the trading until I'm gonna get into that later. It's hot. It's hot. It is actually getting hot in here. That's what he did. However, Alex Russo and Irving also traded. It's like, why are these people who are always the top? The thing is, like, why are all these like top influencers all traders. And I feel like that was another reason why I was placed into the top influencer thing, was because like I wasn't trading and that was widely known that I didn't trade. So yeah, those were like the top influencers all the time. And then that's when they brought me into the top influencer squad, and I was like, okay, I'm getting a little bit up there. I was like, okay, God, I see you. God, like, this is not of me. I'm gonna just let you do what you're doing though. But that's okay, because I learned my lesson, and that's all that matters. I was top influencer for like a solid month, and then after that, Alex Russo went back to being #1. For what reason? I don't know why, because I was grinding, sweetie. Okay, so let's get into these Zoom calls that we had to get into. Basically, like, he saw that I had a YouTube and I had a business, and you know, my TikTok was booming and all that at the time. So we had to get on these daggone calls like every night, taking up my whole time, taking up my whole night. This man will probably call you throughout the day sometime, and then you be on the phone with for like an hour talking about stuff that you can do to boost your business. Meanwhile, they ain't do jack for me. Then we would have the team calls at freaking 9 p.m. every night, and we would just basically be talking about, I don't know, now that I think about it, it really wasn't all that like teaching type of stuff. Like, it was basically the same thing every night, as I said before. I was like, this man ain't saying nothing to me. Like, this man steady over here giving me motivation, quote unquote. Like, sir, I know you looked that up before you did that. And he would tell me that, I'm not gonna lie, that man told me that straight to my face. He was like, because when I started hosting calls, he was like, oh, what I basically do is I just teach what I'm taught. And I was like, that makes sense. But then, like, why are you still teaching the same stuff over and over again if you teach what you taught? Did that mean that you don't learn better? I don't know, I'm getting too technical. Anyway, so basically that's what I just kind of did. But I mean, I just already taught stuff that I already knew how to do. Like, it wasn't really nothing like to it. So I don't know why I could switch it up, but he couldn't. You the whole CEO. So I will host calls. No, I hosted calls every Thursday. So he had me kind of on that schedule, and then that's when my other friends come into play. I don't really know if they want me to say their names, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Love you. And so basically what would happen was, that's when we started to have our calls at like 8 p.m. And then still after that, we would have to go into the 9 p.m. call, which was sometime last from like 1 hour to 2 hours every single night. Mind you, I'm not getting my work done at all. If I'm not doing it during the day, then I'm definitely not gonna do it at night, because I have no time to be doing that. I can't multitask. Like, what?
I would like to also come in here and say that that man told us that for every 10 people that we get on a call, that we get on our personal calls, we get $10. But every time we had a call, we started noticing that he only sent the links, like the Zoom links to our call, in the in like the paying members chat, and not like the regular chat, because I failed to mention this too. So basically, like, in order to get people on a team, there would be like a big chat with 1,500 people, and then there's like a paying chat with like less than 100 people, of like people who are actually on the team, people who have to pay. So it was those two chats, and basically what he would do is he would always like put our links into the team members chat, and he wouldn't put it into the 1,500 chat, which would lead us to not get like 10 people on it. Because before, like, really when we started doing this, that's when a lot of people wasn't really hopping on calls anymore, and everybody was kind of doing their own thing. So like, you would never really reach $10, like 10 people to get your $10 or whatever. I know I gotten at least like 10 people. I got like 19 people on the call one time. I remember that specifically because it was my first call, and it was hyped up because we was like, oh, that's when I was teaching about starting YouTube and stuff. And people, it was like a good 19-20 people on there. Never got my money from that. So it's like, now you trying to make it seem like I'm not reaching that many people when you didn't make the meeting available to everybody. And when I would try to put the links in the big chat, he would take it out and delete the chat, because you could, in Telegram, you can delete the chats for everybody to not see anymore. So
let's get to the money part, because that's really the whole like scam part of this situation. Mind you, as I said in the beginning, we was going through epic trading. Okay, that's why we got our payment. And then I said I was complaining because I was about to have to pay that $99 for a second month in a row, and sis was not here for it. Sis did not have the funds for that. That's when he had switched to like this little Telegram bot, and basically it was like this little like automated thing where you could set up your PayPal or whatever, and then it will basically, you would get paid for everybody who you brought in. Now, mind you, this is kind of when we're switching to going through the website and him making his own prices to join, so to say. And I believe the first price he made, he tried to make it seem so affordable because he had a younger audience now. He was trying to put the price at like $25, and then like whenever you brought somebody in, you would get paid half. I want to say like a little less than half of that, like less than $13.50. I know that because that's when I started getting paid a lot, because of course he had a younger audience, and then now the younger audience can pay $25. Like what? Okay, so my first payment was January 1st, and that's, I earned like,
I gave the wrong amount, and I don't know why I gave the wrong amount when I was looking directly at the thing, but I made $175, and PayPal took like $5 out of it, so it left me with like $165 and some change or whatever,
which is not bad. Like that's not bad at all. Literally after freaking, I'm trying to look at this. Okay, literally after January, that's like, I never got paid again. I had that, and then people was paying, and then he started dropping the price to join down to like $15, and that's when I got like 3 people to pay $4.55 each off of those. And then I had made #1 influencer one time when he was hosting like a little giveaway competition or whatever, and I was like, I guess I won it, and I was like the #1 person. Why my light keep on going out, bro? I'm about to leave it out. But that wasn't really nothing based off of like getting people on the team. That was just because. So if I didn't get that #1 influencer spot, I would have never got that 72. So I'm not really gonna include that into earnings per se from the team, because everybody couldn't have made that. And then the last thing I ever got from him was $23.97 in February, and I believe that's when the price to join was $50. So I kind of got a little less than half of that. Anyway, child. So that was like the whole payment thing. It was cool when we was doing it through the bot or whatever, but you know, that's actually when people started making money other than myself. So it was like, but mind you, my friend Justice literally only made $5, but she's like, the people she was talking to, she was getting into the chat. But here's the other thing. When she would get people into the chat, Alex Russo, he would tell Alex Russo to go behind her and send like the people that she talked to her link so that she could get paid off of those people. But then when we would bring up the situation, he would be like, well, I can't control whoever gets to them because I tell everybody to text everybody who comes into the chat and yada yada yada. I was like, yeah, you tell everybody to text everybody, but you don't tell nobody to steal other people's people. Like what? Like how you gonna make me pay 50, 90, however something dollars, and then I can barely even make that back because of you and Alex Russo going behind people's backs and taking people money, basically. Okay, so like a month of that goes by. Nobody's really complaining, honestly. We just chilling at this point, doing the calls or whatever, living life, hearing the same thing over and over and over and over again. So I just stopped really coming on the calls because I was like, but I was in the chat though, so it's fine. And I was just sitting there at home making TikToks all the time, still responding to people, mind you, from like my 32,000 TikTok. It was just like a full-time job without hourly pay, and I just wasn't for that. I was just not for that anymore. So that's when I really stopped responding to people, honestly. I would wait like weeks to respond to people because I was like, child, I'm not even barely getting money from this junk anyway. Oh yeah, so like a month, like a good month going past or whatever. And then that's when he's like, oh, okay, let's start taking payments actually through the website, I guess, to keep everything in order or whatever. and he was like basically giving people affiliate links and being like, oh, you can pick people under you, and if they get people to join, then you can get a percentage off of that as well, and yada yada yada. Mind you, when I got people to join, nobody went up under my thing, and I didn't even get paid for those people. Like, how you gonna tell me I can do this? How you gonna tell me I can get paid? I could bet on God I would. This man literally told everybody, if you bring people into the team, you would get paid for that. That is what this man said. I promise you, this man said that. Oh yeah, so we was going through the little affiliate link or whatever, getting people in, not seeing the money from it, not seeing people go under me, because you can, you know, like when you have an affiliate link to something, you can like be in like the back page or whatever, you can see who's under you, or you know, like your commission and all that, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, like settings, I guess. I wasn't seeing nobody go under me, yet people was paying for it. I promise you, like, he said he was gonna put 3 people under me, and I got the email that said, oh, this person paid for this, or this person is under you, like one time, and then after that I didn't see it anymore. But he was supposed to be putting multiple people under me so that I can get paid from that, and he never did that. And then when I checked back, it says there's nobody under me. Okay, so now you're being sketch. But mind you, I'm not questioning all this stuff that's going on, because I'm just living life at this point. At this point, I'm stressed out about school completely. It wasn't no family stuff going on, but like I was just out of it. I'm a whole senior, like I have senioritis, like, and I still do. What it all came down to was when I asked my friend Alexis, and I was like, Alexis, it was just random day. I was like, Alexis, when's the last time you got paid? And she was like, child, I never got paid. Mind you, I got Alexis in. She been in the team for like a good 2 to 3 weeks at this point. She's like, nah, I didn't get paid. Mind you, Alexis has 66,000 followers on TikTok, and she made a whole bunch of TikToks like myself. It was getting people in the group. So how Alexis is supposed to be under me and she not getting paid? So that's when stuff slowly started to add up. And I was like, we're really being bamboozled. Like, we're really being conned. Like, we're really being scammed. So that's when I turned around and I asked Justice, and I was like, Justice, when's the last time you got paid? She was like, I got paid like $5 once. I was like, now how you top influencer, but you only got paid once, and it was $5? That's when she asked Javia, and then Javia ain't never got paid. I was like, okay, something ain't right. So we all got on the FaceTime call, and we're just talking, we're like, we're putting the pieces of the puzzle together, finally, after like a couple of months. And we're like, this do not make sense, this don't make sense, this don't make sense. And we're like, okay, we finna leave, and we finna expose this man. I promise you, that was like the spirit of God telling me, like, Zamaya, call Emily. Now, Emily is somebody who I brought in, who was a top influencer at one time, but she had left like immediately after they announced that she was a top influencer, like immediately left. And I was like, oh, okay. And I asked her about it, and she kind of acted weird about it, and she never really told me why she left. Like at that time, she told me now because we're friends now, but she was like, she didn't tell me because she thought I was one of the people who was a part of the whole like scamming ring. So when I called Emily and I add Emily to the call, that's when she really gets into like, her mom was looking dinosaur up and seeing all this and seeing all that. Basically the whole thing was a scam and yada yada yada. And that's when it really opened our, like, the 4 of our eyes, like, dang, like we really been scammed for real, and now we seem like scammers to other people. Because this was one person I was cool with, and then she felt like she couldn't even talk to me. It's like, dang, like, and at that point we was just kind of in distress, child. We was like, ooh, child, I don't know, I'm gonna freaking cry. Like, I was like, bro, my name is gonna be tarnished. Like, I'm gonna look like a darn fool when this comes out. It just kind of was this whole little whirlwind from there. Justice and Javia have dropped out of the team. Then we were like, okay, then Alexis has to chop out for Zamaya, and then I had to drop out. Not my battery being low. Okay, it is the morning time, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this story because we still have a lot to get through. Let's talk about the team store. There is, okay, as I said earlier, Dinosaur has his own website where, you know, it describes him and all that, and then he has news about the team and this, that, and the third. But there's also, like, you know, a store on there where people can purchase like merch and stuff like that. So here's the I Am store. So let's look at some of these prices. So we have Become a Brand Ambassador. Let me see, let me click on it to show y'all exactly what that means. Select this package to become a paid brand ambassador for Dino. So this is basically what I was doing, but I didn't pay $100 because I already paid before we had switched to this pro platform type thing. So select this package to become a brand ambassador for Dinosaur. This package includes your personal brand ambassador link and an exclusive brand ambassador t-shirt. Nobody got a darn t-shirt. Anyway, you will be paid a percentage of each item you sell from the store. Why can't you tell me the percentages? Because he keeps on changing it up. Exactly. The top brand ambassadors will be promoted around the world to 2 countries. Anyway, so he has a face mask on here for $15. I mean, it's custom, so I'll give that. I'll give it that. Oh, he took up all the stuff off the store. I promise you, I tell no lie. I tell you no lie. I promise you, I tell no lie. You go on the store. If you went on the store when he had the lashes up and the lip gloss and all that, first of all, he was selling my girl Justice lip gloss for $10 for like a little, you know, like the regular squeeze tube lip gloss. $10.
I also like to put right here that another girl had reached out to me because when I first had joined, she had her stuff on the website, and basically when I said earlier, like, he didn't, it was like, you're about to hear it actually. I said that he doesn't buy the stuff off you and then sells it for his own price. He just like tells you to ship it out, but he makes his own price on his store. Basically, this girl who was selling like her lip gloss and stuff when I had first joined, he had bought her stuff and like had her stuff and like was selling it. I don't remember the prices and stuff, all that, but it's not really like to this store specifically. But she literally reached out to me and she was like, he literally has over $100 worth of my items and he took it off the store and he still hasn't given it back to her. So it's like, what are you doing? Oh, also, I forgot to add this in the story as well. She sent some free items to Alex Russo to promote, and she never promoted them. She was sending them for free and she never promoted them. She did the same thing to Justice.
Like, what has it ever been that deep? And she only sells her lip gloss for like what, $6 maybe? It's less than $10 and it's less than $8, sweetie. And the thing is, she literally told me, she was like, when he was like, oh, I'm gonna put your stuff on the store, because that's why he targets a lot of entrepreneurs, because I'm sorry if you hear screaming in the background, it's the morning time and his kids running around. That's why he targets like young entrepreneurs and stuff, because he's like, oh, I'm gonna put your items on the store because we have a lot of traffic to the store and people are into the website and stuff and people are gonna see it, yada yada yada. But when you put their stuff on there, you don't ask them what price that you want it to be. You don't ask them what price that they want it to be. Like, how you gonna sell their items? First of all, it's not like he bought the items off of them now. Let me tell you that right now. It's not like you're buying people's items off of them and then selling them for your own price because you already bought them from the person. No, you literally are like, oh, but you're gonna ship it out though. But I'ma just have it on the website. And then you go and put up people prices. My friend Javaya was, she does custom Nikes. Like, you know, she does custom Air Forces. So, you know, those cost a little, you know, they're custom Air Forces. Like, Air Forces already cost like $90 to $100. And then you're customizing them, and then that takes a lot of time. How he gonna sell them for $100? And then they already cost $90, so that's not helping you at all. Of course, like when you first start a business, you're not really supposed to expect profit, but that's barely something to get you another jar of paint. Like, those shoe paints are very expensive. So how could you even, like, what? You didn't even consult her on what she wanted her prices to be. And then, I kid you not, if you were on my Instagram, before I archived it, there was a post that I made about this girl and named Leah. She was selling lashes, and she was in the team. And we were basically sent, the top influencers, we were basically sent lashes for free so that we can model them and so that we can promote them. I was like, okay, cool. This is like maybe a week before I left. So, you know, model them, make the video, all that. And then I'm like, oh, y'all use my code, da 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 da. No, I didn't have a code. I was like, y'all use the link in my bio to go buy it, because all of our affiliate links went to like the team website. I was like, I'm gonna go see what these lashes talking about, because they were really good lashes, and I was like, okay, shoot, maybe I can go buy me some, you know, another pair of lashes, because they only sent us one. I go to the website. Why the lashes $40? Let me get y'all the lashes. Hold on. Because I still have the lashes now. Because they're really, as I said, they're nice lashes. But they're not $40 lashes. Like, there are people who have their own custom packaging and custom boxes and all that, and their lashes still don't cost close to that. Like, who finna buy that? Look at this. Okay. So she has this box. The box real cute. The box is real cute. The box is, I was about to actually choose these boxes when I was about to do like an accessory line and all that, if you know, you know. Okay, first, they can't, I don't know why they don't ever stick to the thing, and I've worn these before, and they wasn't sticking to them when I got them anyway, but anyway, because you know, it's supposed to like stick to the actual thing right here and not fall. But anyway, these real cute lashes, these real cute. I wore these in the picture with this, with the fitted on my Instagram, but these are not $40 lashes, and the girl sell them for less than 10, literally. And I'm gonna go ahead and shout her little business out, because the lash is real cute. You go to her, the latest post that she has, new lip glosses also on hand. Get a lash of your choice and lip gloss for $6. She has had this price since November 30th, 2020. He just put it on the website like maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago for $40. $40? Like, are you dumb, stupid, or slow? Or do you think I'm dumb, stupid, or slow? The team influencer shirt is $60. There's nothing special about this. When I sell my t-shirts, they're not gonna be $60. It's not like it's a color. It's literally white print. It's literally white vinyl on a black t-shirt. Matter of fact, let me show you right now. Is literally white vinyl on a black t-shirt for $60. Do I need to say more? So that was that. So that's just kind of to go back to my point where he was like, oh, when we have first switched to the affiliate link, he was like, oh, you can make money by bringing people in. Still, he was still saying that. Then when my friend Alexis got on the phone with him, he was like, oh, you only get paid off of stuff that people purchase from the store. Purchase what on that store? You purchase 2 items, that's the whole paycheck. Like, who finna come up in here and order stuff from the store, but you still got everybody in the team believing that they can make money off of bringing people in. And then around the time that I left, because this is all around the time that I left, of course, that's when he started really pushing for people to go back to Epic, to people to start, and now Epic raised their prices due to the new year to like $135 a month. Now he's trying to get people to go back into Epic, and now he's trying to market, oh, you can get paid for bringing people into the team, and you can get paid $600 to $1 million a month. But you're not telling people that that's basically because you want to do Forex. But mind you, let me show you this. The part that really had me messed up was when I went to the Epic Trading website, when I was going through all this, trying to get my facts together and all that. When you go back to the Epic Trading website, you can go to epictrading.com. You can do it after the video. But you go to the Epic Trading website, you scroll down, see membership, Epic Scholar, Epic Forex Education Program, Epic Forex Education Platform, which is $134.99 a month. It includes Epic University, this is all trading stuff. Epic University, Epic Trade Alerts, live trading sessions, fundamental analysis, market forecasts, and member support. Epic Scholars may not earn bonuses and commission from our referral program unless they are also registered as an IBO, and we strongly recommend that all prospective members interested in our referral compensation program join as an Epic Scholar first to experience the platform and its services personally before deciding to participate as an IBO for the company. So that's just basically saying like they want you to learn about like trading and stuff, but you don't have to, but they want you to like do trading and stuff to like really like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, if you go under that, literally, so we're just gonna look at it right now because I don't feel like doing screen recording. So we see the 134. That's the Forex, that's all that. You go under there, I never knew about this whole time, never knew about this. You go under there, you say $14.99 a month. And you heard what I said about the IBO, right? IBO. And that's the only way. It literally said in the one before that, you can only get paid from their compensation program if you're unless you are also an IBO. So basically what that's telling me is I could have just registered for $15 a month as an independent business owner, aka IBO. I could have just registered as an IBO without having to learn all the Forex stuff, without having to pay, matter of fact, let me do the math real quick. Without having to pay $120 more. I could have just registered being an IBO for $15 a month, which would be completely fine by me. And I would have still been able to get the $600 to $1 million a month.
I do want to pick right here that when I went on that website, when I was given the information, as I said earlier, when I went on that website, I realized like when I first signed up to do like the scholars part of it, when I didn't know about the $15 one, it doesn't give you a choice to do the independent business owner thing, which was really odd to me. I'm guessing they're just trying to get the most out of their money, so you probably have to like contact them if you just want to do the $15 a month thing, because when you go to like the little join now button, it doesn't give you a choice just to do the IBO. Like it just says the scholars thing or whatever for the Forex part of it.
Not getting people under me. And that would have been way helpful for trying to get people under you. Like what? My thing is, this isn't facts, but my thing is, I feel like when he's telling people, oh, you can sign up for the team for $100 and this, that, and the third, he's using that excess money to make other accounts under an IBO and signing that up under him, so that way that he can get money from signing people up for Epic. If you get what I'm saying, like he's making fake accounts, because, and this is how I'm gonna get into like the second part of me getting scammed a second time. I was in the team for a good minute or whatever, so like maybe a month or two, no, like a month before I left, I was like really thinking about, you know what, I really want to see what this Forex thing is, because when the stuff that I seen about it was like the teaching, you can make money off of doing foreign exchange. It's just like the whole MLM part of it that is bad. I joined Epic for a second time. Mind you, this is when Epic was $135. This is kind of a quick little backstory. Me and my biological father talked about, we were talking about Forex and all that, because he was like, he wanted to start on Forex. So he was starting with some other team, and I was like, okay. Well, me and my dad talked about this before, and I didn't really have the funds to do the 135 right now. And I was like, okay. And you know, the same thing still stood with like, if you get 3 people under you, then you won't have to pay anymore. I hit up my dad. I was like, Dad, I found this really good company. There's people in here. I would be under a person that I really trust. And yada, yada, yada. And they said they're really going to teach me and really going to help me. And he's like, okay, okay. So he sent me the money, and that's how I got into Epic for a second time. So I'm in the whole Epic program for a second time. I'm under, mind you, I enroll with one of Dinosaur's accounts. So first of all, that should have been a red flag, because why do you have multiple accounts already? He was like, oh, I already have this account with one person under it. Mind you, it was his account, but he tried to tell me that it was what's the girl name? What I said? Alex Russo's account. Which it was her account, because her name was like on the other stuff. But when you went into like the account details, it had his like brother's information on it. I was like, what in the triangle mismatch? What is going on here? But anyway, I had technically signed up under Alex Russo because we were kind of close throughout the whole process or whatever, because she was always like top influencer, I was always top influencer, so it was whatever. So she was like sharing information with me, but it wasn't like, it was like the basic information, like. And then when I tried to ask her like, oh, what type of broker should I use, because it's telling me to use 2 different things, but I don't know. And she was like, oh, I use this, but like she didn't really tell. Matter of fact, I still had the messages between me and her. So I texted her on February 24th at 3:30 p.m. Wednesday now. Hey, I need to be with Prosperity or in ic.miyahhh, I think it was. She was like, there's also pocket option. So do I need to be with Prosperity or ic.miyahhh or pocket option, ma'am? Like, I'm confused. I was like, is that the one you use? She said Vidi Forex. Which one do I use? Like, I'm confused. What's the problem with telling me which one to use? Like, what? And then you gonna bring me in here thinking that you gonna teach me, you gonna help me. You're not helping the dang thing. Vidi Forex, but the minimum deposit is more. Because these different platforms, these different like trading brokers have like different amounts that you got to put in, because of course you got to trade with your own money. And that's one thing that Forex people will not tell you. They'll sign you up for their program for like $300, but fail to tell you that you still have to put your own money in the trade, which should probably be evident when it's like, okay, you're trading, like this is kind of like stocks, but it's not. But still, like, you gonna tell me to put in all this money and now I still gotta pay, I still gotta set aside money to trade with that I'm probably gonna lose. Like, y'all really fail to tell people that. And then I didn't text her back after that because I was like, yeah, you got me blown right now. And that's when I just kind of fell off, and I was like, dang, I really wasted my dad money. So Dad, if you're seeing this, I'm gonna pay you back. I'm so sorry. I'll find a way to pay you back because this is just ridiculous. Yeah. And then she's like, but the minimum deposit reward, and I didn't say anything after that because I was like, you didn't help me at all. And then go try to text me 2 days after that. Wait, yeah, go text me 2 days after that, trying to send me some motivational stuff. Oh, don't be so hard on yourself, love. You're doing amazing. You're never alone. Keep your head up, you know. Because I think I was going through some stuff. But anyway, so this was like kind of like my last main point. Oh, this is not my last main point. This is like my second to last main point, and then I'm gonna get into people's stories. So as I said earlier, I was making TikToks and I was getting thousands of views, and I was getting hundreds of people texting me, hundreds of people interested. So that's when he was like, okay, to help you out, let's make a spreadsheet. Mind you, how you a scammer and you don't know how to use Google Documents and Google Drive? So he was like, okay, we're gonna make you a spreadsheet, and then basically what you can do is you can get interns, and basically I would get people, you can basically like get your friends or whatever. They ain't already gotta be in the team already, but you can get your friends or whatever, and I could put them in the team for free. And basically what they would have to do is they would have to message like three of the people and get 3 other people on my list, on my spreadsheet, and get them to pay. And once they get them to pay, then they don't have to pay anymore. So basically like a copy of Epic. But I was like, I mean, you know, they don't have to put money into it at first. So it's like, okay, that seems pretty good. And then that'll help me out a lot. That's how I was kind of like marketing it to people that I knew. I wasn't like putting that out there because like I didn't really want to open that up to now people are trying to get in for free, like, you know what I'm saying? That's when I was like getting my friends in and all that. And if you're seeing this and you're my friend, I deeply apologize for getting you involved with this man. I did not know nothing, none of that. Like, eventually all my friends kind of left, which is good. But he charged one of my friends that I brought in as an intern, but you said you was bringing it in for free, so how do you even have her card number on file? It don't even make no sense. And then he also had me getting people who were in the team who couldn't get people to sign up for the team to like message some of my interns as well. I mean, message some of my people on my list as well so that they could get some money. I was like, okay, sure. I mean, y'all could take them because they're probably not gonna correspond and all that. And that's another thing too. I felt like he was going behind my back and messaging these people because he had access to the spreadsheet. I felt like he was going behind my back and messaging these people, trying to get them onto the team instead of keeping them for me like how it was supposed to be, because those are my people. So this one girl, she lives in Great Britain. Is that what I'm supposed to say? Great Britain? The UK? The UK, I said the UK. You know, me and her cool. So, I was chatting with her and I was like, okay, you can get number through number, da-da-da. He was gonna pay them a portion of like what it was because they're already on the team anyway, and like it was gonna still be stuff coming to me, but it was stuff going to them as well, and he would just figure it out on his own. I was like, okay, cool. Why, when the British girl started getting in people, she was like, okay, when am I gonna get paid? I was like, I don't know, talk to you know about it. And then he was like, oh, talk to you. And I was like, Caillou, me how? What? And I was like, dang, like this looks really bad, and I really don't know, because I talked to Dinosaur about it. And I was like, Dinosaur, how are you gonna pay these people who are already in the team that are bringing in people off my list? And he was like, oh, I don't know. You're gonna have to figure that. I was like, what? How you gonna tell me to do it this way, but you don't even have it set up? I was like, now you did some So I can go to PayPal right now and show you the PayPal that I had to send that girl out of my own money because I didn't want to cause a big behind confusion. I had to pay that girl $15 in American money, but it was $10.47 Great Britain pound. So I had to send that to her out of my own money because he didn't have his life together. That really pissed me off because I was like, okay. So that's when I just kind of stopped doing the whole intern thing and I just stopped messaging people. That's when I really stopped messaging people because I was like, I do not have time for this. I do not have time to be busting my behind all day and then now you're making me come out of my pocket? No ma'am. This is when I already left. So when I already left, and I was going on social media like, y'all don't associate me with this company, I'm not with this company anymore, yada yada yada. So one of the people that was real close to him, that was real up in the company, he was like, he sent me these screenshots between him and Dinosaur, which showed Dinosaur literally telling him, I'm gonna go to it right now, shows Dinosaur like with the screenshots from the post insights from the page because he bought them from like Middle Eastern people that like already built up a page and the page was about like cars or something like that, and he just bought the page from him because it had a lot of followers and a lot of engagement and stuff. So this is like the post insights that he has from like the page that he bought. The page that he bought, he literally bought all the pages that he has. So it is, I can't even say it. But if you go to my Instagram and look on my IGTV, you will see the pages that I'm talking about. And you can see how the numbers don't add up because people know not to. I don't know why people are still stupid nowadays and they still choose to buy pages. But you know dang well if you try to buy a page and try to repurpose it into something that's your own, people are going to start unfollowing you and people are going to stop like interacting with it because they're like, what is this? When did I follow this? The post insights, and then here's literally the Instagram page, which was about luxury cars and all that. Yeah, and then here's this other screenshot which shows, so yeah. That's the story on the fake followers, and that was after I had already left. Y'all probably listening to all this and y'all like, girl, you are stupid. But when it's a cloth put over your eyes, that junk be, you really don't know about, like, bro. Like, please don't come in here commenting, oh, Zamaya, you're so stupid. I can't believe you fell for that and da-da-da-da-da. You gave him all this money. I was constantly being pushed up in positions, pushed up in the company. I was constantly being pushed as the face of the company and this, that, and the third. And while I'm thinking everything's okay, nobody's coming to me being like, oh, Zamaya, he did this, he did that. Like, I don't know. And I'm not thinking about it because I'm like, I'm just living life at this point. So, as I said, I already apologized, but I do apologize for anybody who I put in contact with this company, like anybody who I tried to recruit into this company. Like, I really apologize for that because I didn't know what was really going on behind the scenes because I wasn't a part of this whole scam ring. Like, no. My last thing is basically on my side of the story. When I left, I sent him a text message saying, hey, matter of fact, I'm gonna look at it right now. Because that's the whole reason why I still have Telegram up. Hey Dinosaur, I sent this on March 12th. That's when I left. I enjoyed this journey. Thank you for having me on the team. I really appreciate everything, but I am no longer interested in this opportunity. Stay safe. Now, this is after like I found out about all the scamming and stuff, but when I was talking to the girl mom who I mentioned earlier, she was like, just kind of go about it nicely. Don't really try to do too much. If we can see this, on Telegram, they have like these little checks down here. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see it. Like a little check at the bottom down here. Y'all see it right here, like literally where the point of my fingertip is at. It's like a little check at the bottom of the thing. Now if you look up, you can see like the red messages are gonna have 2 check marks next, like on, you see what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all can really see that, but if you're on Telegram, you know they're gonna have 2 check marks. Oh, that didn't have 2. Anyway, if you're on Telegram, you know if somebody reads your message, it's gonna have 2 check marks next to it, kind of like how Kick was, I think. So that will show you that it was red. If it has 1 check mark, it was sent, but it was not red. Why that thing only got 1 check mark next to it? But you unfollow me and block me on Instagram because you saw my live, but you ain't never read my message. Cause he gonna post this little TikTok or reel or whatever on Instagram, on his Instagram, and I guess I checked it from my burner account. After all this, after we did that big live that's on my IGTV right now, he gonna post this. And this is basically his response to scamming.
Yo, Don, they talking crazy behind your back over there. Well, that says more about them than it does me, so I don't really care.
But you're not gonna do anything about that?
Listen, man, Jay-Z said if I shoot you...
So basically that's telling me that, you know, you're scamming, number one. Number two, you think that what you're doing is right. Number three, you're totally fine with that. Don't do business with this man. Please don't. If anybody ever asks you, bro, if you want to be an influencer, look on YouTube. If you want to grow your Instagram, look on YouTube. Do your own research. If you want to grow your business, do your own research. Go on YouTube. YouTube is literally like one of the best platforms, bro. Because this is literally people's life stories. Like, I really don't feel like anybody's really gonna lie to you like that on YouTube. Speaking in like advice people terms, if you're an advice person, you're not gonna lie to people on YouTube. Like, that's just point blank. I feel like I really never been lied to once on YouTube. But that was his little response on his little page or whatever. That's basically all it is from my side of the story. Y'all probably just heard that whole thing like, Zamaya, are you serious? Yes. So now we're gonna go into people's stories. So the first story we have is from one of my, is a girl. And then she sent me screenshots as well to help back it up. So I'm kind of only doing the ones that have screenshots as well. But if I really trust you like that, then I'm gonna like take your story. On our one-on-one call, he mentioned getting brand ambassadors for my business. Not team blank blank. We didn't really talk about it until our next call. He basically said to look for brand ambassadors for your business. In my head, I'm thinking that is different from Team I Am, but to make money, I said I'll bring them into the chat as well. Because as he said, you can bring people into the team and you will get paid from bringing people into the team. There was this female who messaged me and said she really was interested, but she couldn't afford it. She was really nice or whatever, so I really wanted to work with her. So I asked Dinosaur if someone wants to be a brand ambassador for my business, not Team I Am, do I need to bring them in the chat? His response was basically I basically wasn't paying attention on our intro calls and my question was stupid. Then he continued to send how to become brand ambassador messages and photos to me and in the other groups. So I responded and said, I do that, but something you told me on our one-on-one call threw me off. He proceeded to ask what did he say, and I told him how he made the brand ambassador recruiting different from Team I Am in my business. He responded saying, okay, well, I'm removing you from the CEO chat, because the CEO chat was basically like the top influencer chat. I'm removing you from the CEO chat to book a call with me for a CEO evaluation. I responded okay and went ghost for a few days until I told myself to suck it up and book the call, which was on a Monday, and booked the call for Friday 5 minutes before you told me everything. And on the call, he was asking me about my website or whatever. There was no CEO evaluation, which I realized didn't happen because he wanted me to stay on the team because you guys left. He was also catching an attitude because I said I was going to post 7 days straight to build my audience and get my business out there, which he told me to do on our previous call. That is when I was like, nah, I'm really done. I really tried to keep it professional, but he pushed my button. I agree. And then she sent me screenshots. Like, this is when we talked about brand ambassadors for her brand. And that's why he sent a picture. Waist reads. Hey, she said, hey, so when I find someone who is interested in being a brand ambassador for my business, do I send them the link to join Team I Am? I'm gonna read it like how he even put it. I'm going to be honest. The fact that you're asking me these questions when I literally go over this on every meeting is ridiculous. You need to pay attention and show me you're actually taking it serious. Don't you think you should already know how someone can become an ambassador if that's the most important thing for your business right now? So basically he wants the people that she gets as ambassadors to pay him to be an ambassador, and then she'll send them free items while she's not going to get any pay of it, because as I said, he switched it up last minute and still has not told anybody. So this is literally one of the girls that I have brought in outside of Team I Am that was supposed to be one of my interns. Mind you, I sent him a list of all the ats of my interns and their names and stuff like that. I contacted him to get help with my business and get the scholarship he was offering, and when I told him I was interested, he explained to me that I needed to pay money so that my product could be added onto his website, and that I needed to bring people under me, which felt like a little sus, so I left 2 weeks after joining. But that's supposed to be one of my interns, so why are you charging her? Same way he had charged one of my friends, and he continued to charge another one of my friends after she already told him that she was leaving the team. Continued to charge her for another month, and she had to go and file a whole dispute with her bank. And it took me literally asking him, hey, can you please stop my friend's subscription. He will always like make people spam people comments with emojis and stuff, and that just makes, first of all, that's a bad tip to tell people to do, because now that makes Instagram look at your profile and it makes it seem like it's a scam. Like, it makes it seem like your profile is not legit, so Instagram's not gonna push stuff that you put 100, 500 million emojis under it. Like, what? So last story, but my friend Javaya was going through some stuff. I would just say that she was going through some stuff, and she was like, hey, I'm not gonna be active in the chat, and she was in the IMCO chat with us because, you know, she was one of the top influencers. She's like, hey, she contacted him on the side. I was like, hey, I'm not really gonna be active in the chat for about like a good week or so. I am going through some things right now. You know, like her mental state just wasn't there. He was like, oh, he texted her back talking about some, no, mind you, he didn't even text her back saying that he was gonna take her out of chat. He literally just took her out the chat for no reason. He took her out the CEO chat for no reason. She was like, hey, why'd you take me out the chat? He was like, because I can't have top influencers. I can't have you being a top influencer and you're not even gonna be active and yada, yada, yada. That's somebody's mental health. Are you stupid? I should slap you. How dare you take away somebody's position from them just because they having a mental breakdown and they're not where they need to be mentally. That's the story of how I got scammed. How me and some other people got scammed. And now I'm gone from that. So I just want to say, I hope, please do not do business with him, number one. Number two, I hope that this doesn't really tarnish my trust factor from you guys. I will be looking more into companies that I partner with because, baby, it's only going up from here, baby. We getting sponsorships. But I will be making sure that I really do background checks and really make sure that I'm doing business with the right people and with the right businesses. I really sincerely apologize from the bottom of my heart if I ever got you involved with this business. I sincerely apologize. But yeah, make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And if you love seeing my face, if you love hearing my voice, make sure that you tune in next week for another video. And yeah, I will see you guys later.
Show me, I sing a sad song in my house. Do that dance, yeah.